Hey guys, this is Andrew over at Kies Motorsports. Behind me is my BMW M340i that previously made 1150 wheel horsepower and currently holds the world record for the M340i at 8.68 and 159 miles an hour. As you can see, this car is currently making 0 horsepower, the engine out, transmission out, no windshield, and we're in the process of making some pretty significant upgrades to this car once again. So as we were researching the next steps for this car, one of the things that we started to look into again is the braking system. So what I found, and maybe you have too, is that there's only a few companies making products for these cars and the quality is vastly different. So that's why today we're going to be talking about what you should be looking for in your next set of drag brakes. So there's some pretty big difference in racing brakes, and one of the things that might stand out the most is actually the size. While a lot of brakes will actually go to a larger caliper with more pistons and a larger rotor, those actually aren't beneficial for drag racing. Those are great for heat dissipation, constantly having to brake, release, and dissipate that heat so that the rotors don't overheat and providing more surface area. Well, with drag racing, we're actually looking for the lightest setup possible while still being able to safely and effectively stop the vehicle. So one of the most important things about lightening your brakes is actually the amount of mass that's rotating around the wheel. The rotating mass of the wheel and braking system, as well as anything that's unsprung by the suspension, actually takes 3 times more energy to accelerate than it does if you were to just add that same amount of weight into the car. That means for every 1/10 of a second that you would have shaved off your quarter mile time by removing roughly 100 pounds, you're actually saving 3/10 of a second. Now, while the rotor mass is one of the biggest things that we want to reduce to increase our acceleration, one of the things that you have to consider as well is the rotor design. So some rotors come in a vented fashion. Those are better at dissipating heat, but they always lead to a heavier weight rotor. What we have is a single thickness rotor that is going to stop really well, weighs significantly less, but will not dissipate heat quite as well. So although this brake can stop you from 170 miles an hour down to 0, no problem at all, it's not something that you would want to do heavy repeated braking on, like something like an autocross course. So although you could use stock brakes at the drag strip, you're leaving a lot on the table. So the key things that you're going to be looking for in a drag racing setup is going to be lightweight, reliability, and enough stopping power for your car between the brake compound and the rotor. This car always gets the best of the best, and to ensure that trend continues, we're working with TBM Brakes to overhaul both the front and rear brakes. So the kit that we're going to be putting on the car next actually saves somewhere between 110 and 120 pounds off of the stock brake system. So although it's important to go really fast, one of the most important things is to actually be able to stop, and TBM is known for the best reliability out of almost any brand. I'm super excited for our partnership with TBM Brakes and to be able to get them on my car. These products are known for their workmanship and proudly made in the USA, and there's no other company that I'd rather support. This brake system actually works on the A90 Supra, M240i, and M340i, and even more exciting is the G8X cars for the M2, 3, and 4 will all be available in a short period of time. You can get all of this and more today at Kies.com, where we have everything from performance to aesthetics. For more information on this car and to see how we got here, you can visit the link in the description below, check out the build list on our website, or watch the video series on our main YouTube channel. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Feel free to like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.